All right, what is up, Lakeside Unplugged? I'm your host, Marty G. Just have a very special episode today, one that means a lot to me. A former student, now turned Division I athlete. Got to see this guy grow up. His name is Taj Bryant. What up, Taj?
How you doing?
Good, man. I'm doing good. Like I said, this is awesome, crazy, wild to see how much you've grown up. So here on my pod, what I like to do here on Lakeside Unplugged is I let the guest, which is you right now, kind of
Yeah.
introduce yourself, take as much or as little time, what you're about, what you're doing these days, where you're from, etc.
Um, I'm Taj Bryant. From Jamaica, Queens, New York. I was born in Atlanta, Georgia. Actually, I moved maybe when I was 3, I want to say, to Jamaica, Queens. Grew up there, and basically started. I grew up around basketball all my life, and since from there, I just continued, and now I'm here at Sacred Heart University. Or let me not skip. It started. Uh, One of my first coaches, Mr. Flaherty, at LPC, I want to say middle school.
Yeah.
It was yes, middle school, and then basketball there won a championship. Uh, and then continue my journey. After that, I went to high school at Lockland. After Lockland, I went to Eagle Academy in Brooklyn, won championship there, a few championships there. I finished my last year at the Patrick School in New Jersey, and then after the Patrick School, I had was fortunate enough to be Division I and to my basketball journey at Sacred Heart, where I am now.
Awesome. And I'm definitely seeing you crush it from afar. And he's totally being, to all those that are listening out there, he's totally being modest. This dude was the best basketball player I have ever witnessed step on the court. The guy would literally dribble, drive, shoot for super automatic, no matter what. So he's totally underselling himself. And you guys won the championship, right, at Eagle Academy? I believe I was there, right, Brooklyn?
Yeah, yeah. For my first year, I transferred there when I was a sophomore. Well, freshman year was a COVID year at Lockland. Then I transferred to Eagle. I never heard of Eagle until that year, so it was like something totally new for me. And then my sophomore year, we ended up making it to the championship of Burroughs. Burroughs is first, and it was like school history. They have never made it out the first round of the playoffs, so it was like a new experience all around. We ended up winning we made it to the Borough Championship. We was down 21-0 in the first quarter.
Jeez.
Ended up coming back and winning the boroughs. Then there was city championship. We ended up losing to the team that we beat in the borough championship, South Shore. And then for my following year was my junior year. We made it back to the borough championship again. No, we lost. I want to say we lost the semifinals to Thomas Jefferson off a buzzer beater for the borough championship. Then going into the city championship, we won the city championship. And then after that, transferred.
The Eagle, right? And then you guys won it there.
Yeah.
And how, I mean, I was fortunate enough to win soccer 2 state championships when I was in high school. I mean, what was that feeling just winning a state chip with your or city chip and state chip with your boys and kind of the people that you hang out with every day? I mean, was that like it's not one of the greatest, it's one of the greatest feelings, isn't it?
For sure, for sure. Like, Eagle was environment. Like, it was coaches played. We was fortunate enough to have Division I coaches on our coaching staff. So we coaches joined in the practice. So it was like just a great atmosphere all around. And then like having the end goal that we envisioned, like accomplishing that, it was just like surreal and like one of the something that nobody could ever take away from me.
No, and you're obviously etched in the history, so that's super dope. Now, obviously, a player like you probably get super recruited out of high
Mhm.
school. So there's a lot of kids in high school now who kind of would look to somebody like you and be like, "Hey, he did it." What was the process like when you were in high school? You just came off a state championship. You're looking at colleges. What was your process like? Like, were the coaches reaching out, and how did you end up at Sacred Heart, pretty much?
Um, my process was like throughout high school. I want to say I got my first Division I offer from Robert Morris. the summer of that sophomore year, I got it. I remember vividly the summertime. It was like a moment that I could never forget. I called my mom and my dad, and I just couldn't stop smiling. And then, um, like after that, I started playing. I didn't play on a major circuit at first. I played. I want to say like hoop group. If people know, I'm pretty sure hoop group. With a team called Black Ops. Not really known like a new team. And then I think I played 2 summers with them, maybe, I wanna say, and then, like, once I made the transfer over to, like, the EYBL circuit, that's when most of my offers started coming in.
Sweet. And what was was there like a destination you wanted to end up with that you didn't, or was it like, hey, Sacred Heart is where my heart is. They recruited me well, or what was like in terms of what other teams were? Was there any other teams recruiting you, or was
Yeah,
Sacred
it
Heart?
was it was a mixture of, like, Sacred Heart was one of my, like, first offers, but the thing was about it, like, now, like, looking back now, I was a little bit, greedy. I doubled down on myself thinking that I could get higher, and I waited it out, and, like, over time, like, you have to commit because kids are gonna start committing to school, so then that offer is off the table, and then, like, you can't go there no more. But even so, like, Sacred Heart stuck with me, like, throughout all of that, even though they was, like, one of my first offers, and then I like, kinda laid back on them trying to get more schools here. So
That's so right. Sounds like Sacred Heart was kind of loyal throughout the process.
yeah, exactly.
That's how you ended up there. And I'm definitely a fan of yours. Obviously, always want to support you in any way I can. So that way I'm following you guys, your season right now. I'm seeing you guys are, it might be a little rough right now, but I see you guys are crushing it at home though. You guys
Yeah,
are doing
we do it well at home.
what's going on the road?
On the road, it's a different atmosphere. You got the fans. It's a lot that goes into it. So you don't really get the energy that you might want. So it's always a little tougher on the road.
Yeah, because I went to school up in the Albany area, so Siena was
Mhm.
big school up there, and I see you guys are in the same area as them,
Yeah.
and how they quickly turned the program around 'cause they were at the bottom of the barrel.
The
What are we thinking about this year? How we finish? We gonna go NCAA tournament? We gonna shock the world, or
um hopefully we were able to go to the NCAA tournament. That's the vision.
when's the conference tournament start?
It starts I don't know the exact dates. Maybe like
You're gonna go and who you're gonna play yet?
yeah, the seeding is we'll play Iona first. Well, we first off we seeded the ninth seed, ended up the ninth seed, so we play the number 8 seed, which is Iona, and if we beat Iona, we'll play Merrimack. And if we beat Merrimack is best of, I wanna say, like this the fourth seed, I wanna say, and somebody else.
So I think like especially for you guys, all it takes is one win, get the momentum rolling. That's all.
Exactly.
Look at in your own division. Look at St. Peter's.
Yeah, exactly.
The run they went on. I mean,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that was
The previous year they didn't do so well. They didn't even make the playoffs, but this year they're top of the bracket. See them.
what would it like? You guys get to the NCAA. What would that mean for you to get into the NCAA tournament?
That's a goal I always wanted to accomplish. Is playing on a big stage. I always watched the March Madness tournament with my dad, watching all the big teams go at it, and even the lower level mid major teams upset the high major teams.
Mhm.
So that's a goal always.
Speaking of dad, I see dad's crushing it in the
Yeah.
basketball world. I see he's
Yeah,
killing
they
it.
got some media going on.
I'm so up to date on high school basketball just by looking at watching your dad's stuff. I'm like, oh damn, okay, all right, they beat them, they upset them. I'm like, this is dope. And I mean, my ultimate dream would be to see you and your brother Daquan. For those that don't know, Taj's brother Daquan Bryant is also
Yeah.
one of the top basketball prospects out there. My my dream is to see you and him suiting up in the backcourt for my St. John's Red Storm. But I know you're a Sacred Heart, so I don't want to rumple any feathers. But I mean, Michael, if I would love this pull up to the guard and see you guys play.
Better do fast.
Like I said, you're a Sacred Heart guy. Don't want to get you in trouble on the
Mhm.
podcast. But how is Daquan doing?
He's doing great. He just actually won the I want to say the city championship for his league. Back to back champs. He's crushing it out there. He's
And he
he's
hasn't made
making
his
it reach
mind up yet.
easy.
He hasn't made his
Uh,
mind up yet.
not yet. I think he's still like weighing his options.
So take me back. What was those? Because I mean, I saw it obviously at the middle school level, but even being what is it like going against a guy like your brother's competition level and skill level? I mean, those battles must have been crazy between you two.
Yeah, me and my brother. Well, like I always been bigger than him, but me being bigger than him, he never backed down. So that's why I think I kind of put that on him to where he like how could I say this? He molded into this uh player to where he never backs down to anybody, no matter the size. So it's like even if I was to go against my little brother now, it'd be like, oh no, on the court is beef, but off the court, like it's all love. Like I'm gonna always be proud of him.
Yeah, no, and I think that's what know obviously knowing your family a little bit. You guys have a very good connection with one another and always cheer for each other. Rooting even I know Tania's your sister is also always rooting for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole family cheering section back in the day continued. Um, but yeah, that's I mean like I said, your brother from all the highlights I see is just like a bulldog, probably
Mhm.
like 14 steals a game.
Yeah.
Does he like take anything from your game or do you like mimic anything from his game?
You know, that's a good question. I'm not sure if he takes anything from my game, but I definitely watch his game and try to like, cause he's such a smaller guy. He understands where the ball is gonna be, and me being on the taller side, like I'm a taller defender, so like I try to like take little pieces from like if you ever watch Daquan's game, if somebody spins, the ball is stolen, or if you behind the back, anything like he just knows like the ball placement. So I try to take that away from his game, how to steal a ball.
I mean, you got to pick and choose from people. So when you're playing, what was the first damn I'm playing college ball type of moment? Like, damn, these guys are legit as hell. Or what was that moment when you got on the court and you're like, damn, this college ball is different. D1.
So my first college moment was uh I want to say who do we play? No, it was practice. Practice so like it started college, we don't really play up and down 5 and 5. It's just a bunch of drills during the summer, like conditioning, weight room, and then we finally got our first up and down going on scrimmage, in the squad scrimmage is called. And like I thought I was gonna kill it, and then ended up like it's just like the game is a much faster pace while also being very physical is like a lot. And then like the shape you have to be in is like tip top shape. So that was like my welcome to college. I was like after the Enniscorn Skims, I just knew like it's a lot more work I had to do.
No, because I mean, I always hear that from a bunch of athletes. It's like, being like yourself, like I mentioned
Mhm,
to the listeners, being the top dog in New York City,
mhm.
what's the best players, if not, the best. And then you go to the college level, the D1 level, it's just kind of like, damn, all these other people from these different areas are also
Yeah,
same
exactly.
exact ranking as I am. So it's kind of a wake up call, at least for soccer, it was for me.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think it's all about for me. It was all about adjusting to it,
Mhm.
get kind of used to it, into the pace. But I also think, like at Sacred Heart, I'm sure, like you guys probably have like top notch weight rooms, and
For sure. Yeah.
so like what's like a take me through like a daily day for you at the D1 basketball level because I think a lot of people, especially who may listen to this, younger kids, are probably like
Mhm.
don't know what it's all about. Take me through a quick, typical day for you.
So a day in a life of well, going on based off this season, we had two different practice blocks. So we'll practice. Our practice block now is the early morning practice block. So we'll practice from like 11 to 2. We'll have the 11 to 2 block. So with me, I would like to get my classes done early in the morning, so I don't have nothing after practice and I can just chill. So it would be mm, At 8 a.m. class, I'll wake up like 7 o'clock maybe. Have an 8 a.m. class. We'll have lift before film. So lift would be at maybe like 10 o'clock. And then after lift, we'll have a film session at 11. So like we'll lift for an hour, film session for maybe like 30 minutes. And then we'll be in the gym from like 11:30 to like 2 o'clock. And then guys have class around like 2:30, 2 o'clock.
So it's kind of a jam-packed day.
Yeah.
I mean, you're probably not, taking it easy in practice. You're probably
Easy.
that. But you're
Yeah.
smart.
And everything is back to back. So you have weight room and then back to back right on the court. So like it's you getting a good pump, then you trying to shoot a ball. It's like
That's
you
just hard.
yeah.
That's not easy. But I
Yeah.
mean, like I said, it's consistent. I think you're
Mhm.
smart thing by taking classes earlier in the day, kind of getting it out of the way. So I guess my next question would be like, what would be the number one piece of advice for any person coming out of high school? Like, what would you tell them basketball wise? Like, if you want to play at this level, this is what I would do. The first thing I would do is this and stick to it.
To play at this level, I feel like the first thing that you have to do is just like never stop working. Um, be in the best shape you can be, and like all the things that I thought didn't matter, like eating healthy and like going to sleep on time, all that stuff really matters and catches up with you over time. So
Yeah.
like
Sweet. Yes, and I think
taking
a lot of the kids need to like maybe lay off the talkies. So maybe like
Oh, yeah.
no, you're
It's
so
right.
right.
Once you get to college, all of that stuff, you're not really accessible to all that stuff. So they'll have you on a meal plan and things like that. So they're tracking your body weight and stuff like that. So it's a lot different. So you'll be on a much different schedule and learn like the ins and out of college.
Yeah, so I think that's really good to hear and some sound advice. I think because obviously you're a lot younger than I am, so
Mhm.
a lot of kids all want to be in a basketball NBA player and basketball
Mhm.
player you level, but they don't want to really put the work in. That
Yeah.
the work comes easy and things will come naturally to them. But hearing you say that and giving that advice of hey, it's not easy, put the work in, take care of your body, I think would definitely go a long way for anybody
Mhm.
that listens to this, whether, like I said, they're in ninth grade or sixth grade, seventh grade, coming up all the way through 12th. So my one of my final questions to you is when let's take it 3 years down the road,
Mhm.
where is Taj Bryant?
Taj Bryant is somewhere uh playing professionally for money, I would say. Well, I know I definitely hope that's what what I'm working for. So 3 years down the line, definitely somewhere overseas or maybe even a G League, like anywhere that I could get playing for money.
No, and dude, I told you plenty of times. I mean, that's your destiny. I mean, you're
Mhm.
born to be a basketball player. I just think it's not even just like, hey, you're good. I've just seen the work you put in over the
Mhm.
dedication, the nothing else matters attitude but basketball. And I think, like I told you, and I just said before, it's like a lot of kids don't want to put the work in. They want to, hey, I'm gonna go party or I'm gonna do this instead of working my thumb
Yeah,
shot. And I think that's
yeah.
the, what separates you from everybody else. So,
Mhm.
like I said,
For
I could
sure.
definitely
Like
see it. Yeah,
yeah, work you have like it's just not gonna be it's not easy. Like even for me now, it's still not easy. Like it's every day is a chance to get better, and I feel like every day that you take off is letting your opponent get a step ahead of you. So just like staying in the gym is like really important. Um, schoolwork is really important. All of that stuff is like really important. What you taught me, other coaches taught me, like all of that stuff really happens. And like once you hit college, you'll figure out like you'll understand that it like all of that stuff. You'll go back to like I've done it. I went back to my coach was like you was right. All of that stuff does matter.
it's all and I always say the little things that eventually turn into big things. Just
Exactly.
get little things, and the big things will take care of itself. And
Exactly.
For me, I definitely see you playing. I mean, goddamn it, play for the damn Knicks. Come
She did that. You see Jose Alvarado. He went back to the Knicks. He back home.
Brooklyn boy, bro. Like,
Yeah.
come on. Like, I'm a diehard Knicks fan. And I mean, I'm just hoping that they give me something. I mean, we got a Brooklyn boy. We got a
Mhm.
Price the King. We got Alvarado.
CTK. That's seeing him do that was that's something I hopefully one day I could accomplish and be a part of or something like that. Playing for the Knicks in my hometown backyard. That'd be surreal.
I'll follow up that with that. In order for you to get to that level, what do you need to improve on most?
What I need to improve on most, um, I would say my shape more than ever. Like, cause being in shape is it's a lot of different things that go into being in shape. Being able to think while you extremely exhausted. Like your mentality when you're tired. Like it's a lot that goes into fatigue. That's it's just like not just like physically out of breath and things like that. So that's what the one thing I feel like I have to work on being able to think when I'm tired. Um, like mentality, learning like next play, next play, next play. And also mentality. My mentality of like I kind of watch like a little bit of other college players. Like they don't have no emotion. Like I say they're emotionless on the court, and I kind of show a little bit too much emotion, I want to say. So, like, getting rid of that, showing that nobody could break my character of being locked in on the task at hand, is what I feel like I really could improve on.
No, and that's great
Personally.
that you said that. I mean, a lot of players struggle with, keeping their composure and things like that. Even just admitting it. A lot of people don't even want to admit it. But
Yeah.
hearing you outline, what needs to be done for you to get to the next level. I mean, as a, former coach of yours, that's amazing to hear. And, you are a very coachable person, always have been. And I think, like I said, between what separates you and your brother from a majority of the rest is, you're coachable and you're willing to listen and take that feedback. And, you know, whether but you're also gonna do it your own way, which is good. Like you're gonna put your own input into it. Um, but yeah, man, I'm excited for the future for you. I'm definitely gonna be following, the entire tournament, the entire. Hopefully, you guys get to the NCAA tournament. Hopefully, it's nearby and I can pop on in there. But Taj, man, I really appreciate you hopping on, even just
Of course.
the
I'll see you in
conversation.
3 years. 3 years out. We could have another podcast. Let's
Dude,
do another
like I
podcast.
said, hey, I'll be sitting there with my mini microphone, my wireless microphone with you. Well, at the Garden, courtside. Well, I mean, I'll probably be sitting in the nosebleed, but it's all right. I'll walk down. I'll walk down 30,000 flights to come see
Let's
us.
do it.
But thanks again, man,
Of
and
course. Of course.
best of luck. And for the Lakeside Unplugged fam, I'm your host Marty G. Thank you for taking some time on this episode. Have a good night. Peace.